We made
Now
it.
we're live. It's free for
Four.
all, and it's Friday.
That's right.
All Friday. Yes, indeed.
That's interesting. I got like some serious lag on mine.
You
Yeah,
got lag
well,
in yours?
it's about usual,
Let me
like other
refresh the
weeks for
page
me.
here.
But welcome everyone, and what you've arrived on is Black Static and Swerve's Free for All Friday. Not necessarily an advice show, not necessarily an inspirational show, but an opportunity to gather as a community and get together and have fun, discuss topics, talk it out, and wrap up the week on a fun note and get ready for the weekend. So that's what we call it, Free for All Friday. And tonight we've got Joe and Detective Static, and well, I'm a left-handed audio editor, blogger. That's what I dressed up
That's
as.
that's very specific. That's very left-handed one.
Right-handed, so I dressed up as a left-handed.
Oh, wow. It's pretty good.
Work from home audio blogger. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm dressed up.
Nice.
Hair is up in a tail instead of down like last week.
Yeah, it's because left hand. So that makes sense.
And left-handed because yep,
Because
I'm
that's
actually industrious.
Yeah. You can tell by your hair. That's what I'm saying. You can
Yeah.
tell a man's left-handedness by his hair.
Yes,
If it's in a
yes.
ponytail and it's not down when it's usually down, suddenly they're left-handed. That's just how it is. Those things align.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
welcome to the community. Glad to see Black Eye Fat Lip and Becca and Lay and Princess. And so,
Ash.
yeah, got some folks going together. Got some likes and 11 watching. And, well, if folks out there didn't guess it by now, oh, hey, Ash, yes, left-handed. Actually, my daughter, who is 14, the younger of the two, she is actually 13. I'm not going to make her grow up quickly.
My daughter, I like that line though, because it's like my daughter, the 14-year-old, the youngest one, is actually 13. Like, I wish you would just end it there. Like that relates. Yep.
13 going on 31. So yeah, there you go. And she is left-handed.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, Halloween it is, and so I've got some ideas of where to take it, but I'm gonna open it up as it's a free for all, and let's discuss or take it where you want.
Yeah, it's Halloween time. Welcome. I was gonna have a bunch of little smokies, like the little weenies, and it'd be Halloweeny.
Yeah.
Day.
I forgot to bring my weenies.
I did. I
For Halloweenies.
totally did too. But that's
Mhm.
okay.
You know
That's all right.
what? You know what?
Next year.
We need to take a straw and stick it through the little smokies and then, pull it out so that it hollows out the inside of the weenie. So it's
Hollow
Halloween.
weenie. Yes.
Boom.
That's it right there, man.
That's it. That's a
Get
Halloween.
your Halloweenies.
Get your Halloweenies, and people are like, isn't it just like a weenie but without the middle? Like you're just
Labor-intensive
Yep.
cheese bugs.
That's
yeah.
right.
You can fill them with stuff. You can fill them with like cheese or jelly,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cheese,
Why not?
jelly, custard,
mustard. Mustard would actually be good.
Yes, it would.
Chocolate.
Custard would be wild. I would eat it. I love Bavarian custard.
You like custard?
Oh my gosh, I love custard.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
put
that
it
was one
in
of the
my
things I
donut,
put on
please.
Debatables.
Oh, how could you not like custard?
Versus cream.
No.
Dude, cream is where it's at.
Wait. I just want to make sure you understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Cream is pure white,
Yeah.
tense sugar. Custard is made with egg. It's made with sugar, sure. It's made with dairy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And it's got a yellowish tint to it.
Yeah.
Brown yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you actually mean cream.
Yeah. Yeah. In a donut? Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's crazy,
Cream
dude.
filled.
How could you possibly prefer pure sugar? That's way too sweet. It's just terrible.
It's better than custard.
No,
Custard's
custard's
like,
amazing.
ugh.
Mm. So,
Man.
and then there's the debate of frosting or icing.
Frosting. It's frosting.
Really?
Glaze.
Hmm.
But anyway,
I'm fine with frosting as long as you make it with cream cheese. Cream cheese frosting is
Cream
amazing.
cheese
Mm.
frosting is really good. Yes,
Sweet.
yes, it is.
Mhm.
But wow,
Yes.
you like, it doesn't surprise me that you're a custard fan.
And butter.
You know, you got that,
Yeah.
you got that German heritage, going on. The Bavarian.
Sure.
Although
Bavarian doesn't come from Germany, but that's fine.
Bavaria is German. Germany isn't Bavarian stuff
No.
German stuff?
Actually, there's actually a Samuel Adams commercial that's out this fall that's like, it's not from Germany, it's from Bavaria.
Yeah.
I thought they were the same thing. I could be wrong. I
No,
have
like
been wrong
I
before.
States
think
or
that
what,
they
like-
are.
You guys,
Like in
Yeah.
the whole
seem
empire
Yeah,
and
it's-
all things that went
It's an
to make
area, I
up
think.
the little duchies that went up to make Germany.
Yeah.
Bavaria,
Yes.
one of
Because they're
What's awesome
Dutch.
is on this show we have Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeff is our fact checker.
He's good at it.
Yes, he usually finds the answers for us, and he'll put it in the chat, like almost before we're done with the sentence, and he'll let us know that we were wrong.
Nice.
the
It's like,
state of Bavaria
I
is a
know where you're
landlocked
going with
state up,
this, and you're incorrect.
occupying a southeastern corner of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Close to Austria.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Those Austrians.
but so Halloween, historically, All Hallows Eve, for November 1st being All Saints Day,
Mhm.
and All Hallows Eve, a celebration of the spirits ahead of celebrating the saints. And then, relating it to the rest of the secular world. So that's the quick and short of it. And then probably the 1910s or 1920s, it started to commercialize into the second biggest shopping and spending holiday of the year.
Mm.
Second biggest, really.
Second biggest. That's surprising, but that makes sense.
Behind Christmas, yeah.
The only other
With all
one
the
that would
costumes and everything?
possibly stand up to it would be Easter, but
Yeah.
a lot of people
And,
don't spend enough as much money on.
Valentine's gets spent on,
Oh, I can
and
see Valentine's being pretty big.
is skewed by jewelry and fine chocolates.
Yes. Yes.
But
But Halloween, you got all the costumes, you got all
Costume.
of the decorations, you don't give anybody presents, but you do give people a lot of candy.
Yep.
So there's definitely a lot of spending going on Halloween. I could see that.
And some people wonder how Christians, I know we don't have an exclusively Christian audience in hand, but some people wonder how Christians can celebrate Halloween. And my goodness, we are in general, a religion that is of the Spirit, especially the Holy Spirit. And if you so care to choose to do, you can celebrate the Holy Spirit on Halloween. So there's really no, celebrate it as you want, or ignore it.
Yeah. I know that I have my brother's wife. She was very against Halloween for a long time. Because it was like, well, it's a holiday that we celebrate. It's just about dressing up as demons and monsters and provocative things, and what the heck? That's not like a Christian holiday. So she didn't want to celebrate it. But I think she's come to understand that it's not just that, and it can be whatever you want to make it, which is actually a really cool thing. So she's opened up to it a lot more, especially since she's had kids, and the kids can get into it, and they don't have to be, they don't have to dress up provocatively, or they don't have to dress up, because she gets to help pick that out.
Right.
But it becomes fun because, your kids can make it fun for sure.
Two
This is
thoughts
like-
here. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Well, I was just gonna say this is like the first year since my kids were born that we will not be trick or treating.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's so wild.
It is
As well.
weird.
However, in the COVID era, I heard it said last week, well, wait a minute. I've been wearing a mask every day for the last 7 to 8 months, and I've been sitting at home eating candy every day for the last 7 to 8 months. Why do I need to celebrate something special with a mask and candy when I've been doing it for 8 straight months?
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 2020.
Yep.
One other point is actually for Michigan, it's a Michigan-centric sort of a deal. We are actually on a adjacent holiday called Devil's Night for Detroit.
Oh, really? Detroit is where Devil's Night is from?
Yes. And basically
That's
they
tonight.
it's tonight, yes.
Yeah,
the
the day
30th
before
of
Halloween.
October. The night
Mhm.
before Halloween, they basically do urban revitalization through the leveraging of intense orange flames.
So they light stuff on fire, and that's
Yeah.
their thing. And that's we're revitalizing the city. We're gonna burn it.
So it's like plant life, like you set a forest on fire, and it will grow back like way better.
Hopefully, yeah. But yeah,
Mhm.
Devil's Night or Mischief Night. Mischief Night is an informal holiday in which children and teenagers engage in pranks and vandalism in
Wow.
especially in Detroit, and it spread from there. And
Huh.
the
sounds like
older
a
the
Detroit
older
thing.
pranks often involve igniting things. So
Hmm. Like bags with feces in
that
them.
too.
Flaming
Well,
bag of poo.
if you watch Meet Me in St. Louis, a classic film from back in the 40s, they show from early century 1900s in St. Louis Halloween celebrations, and they're basically having a bonfire in the street on that night with people having really rudimentary costumes and stuff.
That's
And
cool.
then doing the pranks of walking up to somebody's door with flour and getting them flour in the face was that sort of pranks a century ago.
Wow.
That's a little bit easier prank than the other ones.
Yeah, trick or treat. And so if they didn't have treats for you, then the people would play tricks. That's why it's called trick or treat.
You get flour in your face.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna play a trick on you if you don't give me a treat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm gonna flower or TP your door and porch if you don't give me.
That's a little bit more aggressive than. Yeah. I kind of don't like that.
Well, see, and that's how our culture has evolved and gotten away from those earlier,
Yeah, that's good.
Forms.
I think that's good. That's for the better.
Although I've seen some cases where people have basically, if they have porches and they want to socially distance, they put tubes from their doorway to out on the sidewalk. They drop the candy in and it goes through the tube and it can land in the kid's basket. And they stay 6 or 12 feet away from each other.
I'd like to run one from my door to the end of the driveway.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
You just throw it at them, actually. It'd be pretty great.
Catapults.
Yeah. Actually, when I was little, there were several Halloweens where we just left candy out on our front porch, and with a little sticker said "Take 2."
Mm-hmm.
And kids were more than happy because it's not just one; they get 2. So, and we sat out there with them, dressed in costumes along the line of so we would have these costumes filled with straw and newspaper, and like all of our past Halloween costumes, and there'd be lines up in chairs, and then 2 of them were real, and it would be me and my brother, and we'd just kind of sit there with them. But yeah, people were generally respectable. They didn't. None of the kids ever took more than 2.
Mm-hmm. And some families did that for the ones where the parents and the kids would be out around the neighborhood, and they weren't there to man the house to greet the other people.
Right.
And so
right.
they left behind candy, just as a courtesy that, sorry we weren't here, but here's your candy.
Yeah.
And there's actually lots of other traditions associated with this holiday. There's the carving of the jack-o'-lanterns.
Ooh, yes.
Pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. And that's actually originated out of Ireland.
I think that there is an aesthetic. It's aesthetically pleasing to see a jack-o'-lantern, especially when it's really well made. Just the orange pumpkin or anything, I guess, that's carved and you put a light inside of it is cool. Lamps are cool, it's just such a neat thing. But yeah, jack-o'-lanterns they're just really nice to look at.
They are. You know what else is nice to look at?
A chocolate
pumpkin.
Bar. Just
carved.
Yeah.
Because then you didn't have to cut the top off and dig all the guts out and scrape all the insides out.
Oh, it's a lot of work. That's why I said it's nice to look at them.
There's our jack-o'-lantern.
That's gonna be nice. One of my tasks for tomorrow. Is like,
you have to. Well, do you guys eat pumpkin seeds? Do you guys roast them?
I've had them before. I've never roasted them before, but they're really
it's so easy and
they're
it's so good.
They are really good.
I don't do it every year, but yeah, some years.
Yeah. Something we found out recently is so usually what you do is you take out the pumpkin seeds and you rinse them thoroughly to get all of the pumpkin stuff off, right? We found out recently you don't need to do that. You just put them on the pan with all that pumpkin junk on them. Whatever's attached to them, just leave it. And you put it on the pan, and what ends up happening is the pumpkin adds a sweetness to it because it caramelizes in the oven when it's baking. And then you just kind of, when you grab them, you can peel off like the little strips of the stringiness, after they bake, but then they bake on a little bit of sweetness. But you still want to salt them and stuff like that. But it also makes salting them easier because they're already wet from the pumpkin juice and whatever. So, yeah, it makes the process a lot easier.
Nice.
Interesting.
And they're amazing though. I love pumpkin seeds.
The wearing of the costumes actually is a Celtic tradition, so that's another Ireland thing.
Oh geez, Cam's already froze.
It froze already.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. So we're gonna have to step up the meeting on our new live streaming thing.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna be able to deal with this anymore. I
was just freeze frame though is pretty great.
I was totally talking. I talked to Kyle for a while, and I totally forgot to bring it up.
Yeah.
I think it would be important to do that.
But you got a good face on, Ryan.
I look like I am kind of concerned.
Yes.
Jeff looks thoughtful,
and you look actually like a movie star that's pretending to be a geek.
I look like Slash.
Yeah, you look like Slash. You do, actually. You do look like Slash.
I just need a hat. I need like the top hat.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think about that, but you totally do look like Slash. Nice. You need a top hat. That's correct.
Yep. If I had the top hat, I could pull off the Slash look. Now, I could not play the guitar. Like, bless you.
Bless you. Yeah, we'd have to have like Steve behind the curtain.
Although Steve probably doesn't play the guitar like Slash either. They probably play quite differently from each other.
Oh, sure.
They do. Like, there's stuff that he can play that is like Slash. Honestly, if I were to say, probably one of Steve's biggest influences that I can hear in his playing is John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he loves the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so totally, I could totally see that.
Yep. He plays. You can hear that influence in his playing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That
is
makes
kind of
sense.
funny because you can hear Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers influence in my drumming, which makes for an interesting duo.
Nice. So you guys kind of just get together and you've got Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Kind of.
But not exactly.
But we don't, yeah, not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You can just feel, you can hear the influence in there
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, which is kind of cool.
Everything I make sounds like Mega Man.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just kidding. I wish it sounded like Mega Man. Mega Man was my childhood. Not really like my childhood, but I loved listening to Mega Man music, playing the games. Yeah, you know,
Trick or treating was actually Scottish. Keeping on with going around that, getting spooked by black cats is actually a tradition from Middle Ages that's associated with Halloween.
Yeah,
Bobbing for apples is actually Roman.
Oh,
really?
Decorated with black and orange also
you try
goes
and do
back
that
to
now
Celtic.
in the
with
post-COVID
COVID
era. I was, it was a big joke for a while, like when this whole thing was starting, and my mother-in-law was like freaking out about everything, and I was like, yeah, we're going to the store, we're gonna set up a hugging booth with bobbing for apples.
There we go. Sounds like a plan.
She looks at me like I'm a big jerk, and I'm like, yeah, I know I'm a big jerk. I'm sorry. But that's all right.
Candy apples is also Roman.
So now we went from Frozen. Okay, so Jesse's trying to fix us. All right, that's cool.
Well, it's appropriate. It's black static, and we're swerving, and it's Halloween, and it's black, and we turned off all the lights for Halloween. There we are.
Perfect.
Don't be afraid.
Right. Don't
be afraid. It's just it's dark.
You know, I look better on audio anyway.
I've been in audio broadcast for 3 decades, so I have gravitated that way.
Yeah, it's all right. So if you were to choose for Halloween, here's one thing.
Okay.
Would you think? Would you rather have a cute costume or a scary costume? Or box for a costume?
Box.
Yeah, box, definitely. Box. That's the answer. I think that falls under cute. If there's only 2 categories.
Well,
scary and cute. Box falls under cute.
And now Ash and Princess is cute, but of course Princess is cute.
I guess Box would be kind of scary if Box was the bomber.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Box scares Helmer Rock Hero. That'd be a scary Box.
Sophia says cute, but they want to be Box now because Box was mentioned. Definitely. Everyone drops up as a Box this Halloween.
You won costume day for Spirit Week with that box.
What?
Really? That's awesome.
Actually, it was a box for last year. That's so great.
We need an Instagram of that or a Facebook post dropped in our page.
No way. How the heck did you do that? That's amazing.
That'd be cool.
I'd love to see that.
Get on the runway with static P music playing in the background, and you walk the runway wearing Box.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. You know what's crazy about this year Halloween? So we're not we're not going trick or treating, right?
Right.
But we wanted to have my wife's favorite holiday is Halloween.
Right.
And so, wow, that's an interesting screen we just saw.
Thanks, Jesse.
Jesse's doing Thanks, Jesse.
Click here. Okay.
So anyway, we wanted them to have a fun Halloween. And so we are like, all right, well, let's get them like a bag of assorted candy, right? Let them go pick out a bag of candy. So they both end up getting these big bags of candy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're at school today. And my wife also works at the school that they go to. And one of her coworkers asked the boys, hey, what's your favorite kind of candy? And they told her. And so she went and she bought them two bags of their first and second favorite kind of candy.
Wow.
Wow.
And
that's a lot of money.
My youngest son just had his birthday last week, and we, for part of his birthday fun day, we did a piñata.
And you put his favorite candy in it.
And there was a whole bunch of candy in that. So this year for Halloween, they're getting more candy
than they've ever gotten.
Trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating. That's, wow.
And they didn't have to go out and, do all the...
They didn't have to earn it.
Yeah, right? Half the time you got to dress up in a winter coat. You got to make your costume to fit over a winter coat in Michigan.
Yeah, not everybody knows that because not everybody lives in Michigan.
Or snowmobiles. Yes, northern Pennsylvania as well. So you put on a snowmobile suit.
Yep.
Then you put the costume over that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Michiganders. That's right, Sophia. Did you fix it?
It's fixed.
Hey,
man. It's fixed.
We are Michiganders.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Indians.
It seems to be a bit choppy, but you know what? It was like that when we started too. So who knows?
Meh.
That's okay. Thanks, Jesse. You're amazing.
And Jesse's fixing it all the way from South Carolina, so that works.
That's right. It's awesome. I love the digital age because we can do all this stuff remotely. I'm working on a song. It's probably going to be released tomorrow because tomorrow's the last day of Inktober.
Yes.
And I've been collaborating with Jono Taylor, also known as Munkerstar. And that song's just about wrapped up. Looks like it's going to come out tomorrow. And so
nice.
But he lives in England. And I live in Michigan, where, yes, you are absolutely right, Sophia. We put our hand up.
Oh, technically, I should put up this hand because of the... Yeah.
And you point. Okay, this is where I'm, like, in the Lansing area. Detroit's over here. Ryan's, like, right on this knuckle thing. Right
I grew up right here where my ring is.
Yeah.
And then in the snow belt, which goes through here. And then now I'm about here. My brother's about here. And then, wow, that might be a little bit too sad. No, it is about right.
And when I met Ryan and Kyle, I was living here.
Yep.
In Traverse City. And yeah, this is...
Yeah, we can... Yeah, it's really convenient. It's really cool. Apparently people from Wisconsin do that too. But Wisconsin doesn't look like a mitten. To me, it looks like it's supposed to be the same, except for the weird part about Wisconsin is its pinky is extended out or something weird.
Well, and the crazy thing is for Michigan, you can also do this.
You guys are wrong. Princess says we're wrong, and she pouts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how Michigan is. That's perfect, Joe. Because you've got the southern peninsula and then northern peninsula.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that.
The rabbit running over the mitten.
The thumb is attached. What? Oh, are you talking about so we
Wisconsin.
didn't stick our thumb way out here? Oh, the Wisconsin one.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. The orientation of the hand. Yeah, but it's hard for us because we're looking at a mirror image. And
right.
So we gotta everything we look at, we gotta do the opposite. Yeah, Minnesota just be weird. And Florida's dangling off the bottom of the the United States. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like Yep. And then, but a lot of states are just like a box, you know, like Colorado.
Colorado's. I got to live in Colorado for a while, and it's awesome. It is
Arizona.
just a box.
Yeah. Yep. But one crazy thing about Michigan is you can drive continuously for more than 12 hours and never leave the state and never change direction. Well, never turn around, I guess.
Right. Yeah,
You can
because
go
if you
straight
start,
from one corner to the other corner, as long as you you go up across the bridge and then you go to the west. Yep, you can be on the road for 12 plus hours and never leave. It's almost like driving through Georgia.
mm-hmm, deceptively long in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I can never think of Georgia without thinking of Georgia on my mind. I love that song. It's actually a good song.
You waited
I
2 years.
I
to
like
go
Ray
there.
Charles' version.
Yeah.
Is it true that y'all say refrigerator instead of refrigerator? Yep.
I say refrigerator. I say
say
refrigerator.
I say refrigerator.
Do you?
Every state has different phrases. When I looked up Michigan a while back, I remembered a few. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We say refrigerator. We also have up north.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep,
where
up
everybody
north.
goes on the weekend.
We have pop. We say pop.
We got pop.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because it's not a soda. Soda is when you put ice cream with your pop.
You can say A.
Like the UPA.
Yeah. Just like in
Oh.
Canada, we have A.
Yeah, what Jesse
UPA.
said.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesse didn't say duh up, eh? He said
Yeah, he didn't say da up. He said da UP.
The UP.
Eh?
They're Yoopers, yeah. Don't you know?
Yep, my brother lives up there. He's awesome. Like they had snow. My parents are up there visiting because they just had their new baby, which was awesome. I got a niece now, which is really really cool. But anyway, so my dad texts me and he says, "Hey, he was just he was checking on how things were going down here, and then he goes, "Hey, we had like 4 inches of snow and it was 12 degrees yesterday." 12 degrees
12
in
degrees.
October. And I was like,
That's-
man, Ryan would love it, man.
Ah,
Ryan
no.
needs to go there.
Don't
Ryan...
lie to him. That's just a straight up lie.
Ryan needs to go where it's 12 degrees.
I mean, sure, suffering is great, but I don't need that. Thanks.
That'd be some intense suffering right there.
Jesse, it was literally 82 degrees today. I would love that. That sounds perfect.
Wow.
Sounds like perfect weather.
Wow. I think it got up to 40 almost here.
I didn't go outside. I didn't even check. I said, no, it's gonna be in here. It's better in here anyways.
Wait, in Minnesota you did not go A? What okay, but in Minnesota, do you say things like "oh for cute"?
Oh, for cute.
Is that one of the Minnesota
Oh, for
things?
gosh.
Oh for gosh.
Oh, for
Oh, for
gosh.
cute. I love Minnesotan idioms and their accent is great. I love just Minnesota nice is nice.
What about
Even if-
hot dish and gray dock?
Mm-hmm. Yes. A hot dish
Got Dish.
and a gray duck. Why don't you come over and have a hot dish?
Duck, gray duck.
Duck, gray duck. Yes. With
Okay.
Minnesotans, they know about duck, goose, but they also know that duck, gray duck is better.
It is. It
And
totally
Duck
is.
Goose.
Yeah.
I never played Duck, Gray Duck. I always played Duck, Goose as a kid, but just knowing the name, I'm like, yeah, that one's way better.
Yeah. Yeah. Fargo.
You know, it's
Wells
funny.
Fargo.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Is Fargo in Minnesota? Is there a Fargo, Minnesota?
Oh, from Jersey.
Oh, Fargo, the series. Okay, gotcha.
Bummer.
All right, Sophia, you're from Jersey?
Yeah. Do you have a Jersey accent?
A Northeast accent. Like what is that north?
Boise.
Over in
Yeah.
Boston.
Oh, that. Yeah, actually, I have one friend from Boston who says,
And Harvard Park.
Harvard Park.
yeah, I
Bahab.
have one friend from Boston, and he's grown up in Boston, and he says people say like he's watched movies, he's seen things, and he's like, nobody I know has that accent. Nobody. I've never met a single person in my life with that Boston accent. I have no idea what people are talking about because we don't have that accent here. No one says, park my car.
I'm gonna park the car.
I'm going to park the car, Dave. Park the car.
York. Forget about it. New York.
Yeah.
Philly. Ewans. Get the cheesesteak in Philly. And use guys from Pittsburgh? Oh, forget about it.
See, Black Eye agrees too.
Pittsburgh.
Black Eye isn't even the person I'm talking about. They say too. They go to Boston. It's true. Nobody in the area speaks like that. Who knows where this idea comes from that they speak like that?
There's pockets of South
Yes.
Boston.
Okay, there's just pockets of. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and with the universities like Harvard,
Mm-hmm.
they are trying to get away from that accent. So, but Maine, the coastal rural Maine, has a bit of a hybrid off of a Boston.
Oh.
So,
or what we know as a Boston accent, which is
yes, the perception.
Accent.
Well, but yeah, and I think a lot of that goes to a very popular in culture and popular John Kennedy. So John, JFK had an accent in the perception of many Americans. Ask not what you can do for your country.
It was the other way around.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm like,
ask
Jeff,
not what
I get to
can
correct
do.
Jeff. I never get to correct Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff always corrects me.
Ask what's your fear for yourself. Oh, that's Roosevelt. Yes.
Politics.
Nice. Politics and politicians. Hey, it's election week too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh man.
Yeah, who you guys voting for? Okay.
Right.
That's a hat not to be opened.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'm just excited that all the hubbub's gonna be over. All the
I'm hoping it will be.
All the stuff,
I'm hoping it will.
All that stuff. Because seriously, like, I mean, I already voted and turned mine in, right? Like, I voted absentee. I registered, do absentee and dropped it off at the thing and whatever. And so, but I still get all the political mail.
Oh, yeah.
Like, none of this matters to me anymore. I can just chuck it.
Yeah. When the election happened last time, which was 4 years ago, I remember being worried that there were going to be riots, because there had been a lot of riots leading up to it, during that time. And because of politics and stuff like that, people were going crazy. People were throwing bricks through windows and all sorts of different crazy stuff, stealing stuff and looting from big stores. And that's actually happening right now, because of a completely different issue, not necessarily political. Well, political in a way, just because of human inner workings. But anyways, yeah, I remember being worried, because I'm like, if Trump wins, there's going to be like, people are just going to die because people are just going to freak out and go crazy. But he won, and that actually didn't happen. So I'm hoping that there won't be any riots this coming time either. I'm happy that it'll be over soon, and hopefully whatever happens is for the best for the American people, We'll find out.
We do have a request in the chat. We should debate naive versus nani.
Nani.
I say it sounds like nani.
You say Nani. Of course, I say naive because I wrote the
You
lyrics,
wrote it.
but and I actually sang it too. But I can see why people think it might be Nani. It doesn't fit with this song
Nah,
exactly, but
nee,
I could
nah,
see.
nee.
I think it's pretty great.
Nani is funny.
When you write when you're in Japan or you're in Korea and you write a song, every chorus has to have English in it, or it's not a real chorus. So I guess mine becomes a real chorus to them because I've got Japanese in it. Just like It's Not Like I Like You has Japanese in the chorus there. So that's why we got to put Nani in. It's not in the chorus, but it's in the song rather. You got to put Nani in there somewhere.
Right.
Then it's Japanese. I've got Ichi ni sanyon on the second song of the album.
Yes. It's 1, 2, 3,
And that's
4.
some Japanese. Yep.
And we are 3 days away from It's Not Like I Like You being 4 years on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
3 days from 4 years.
3 days from 4 years. I didn't realize that. Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
We need to find a 5. And then it would be 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. 5
Nope.
top fan-made versions of the song.
There you go.
Ooh, Princess has an interesting question. Does that mean It's Not Like I Like You Japanese version will have English in the chorus?
Ooh.
Will they call themselves names in English?
That's a great question.
Fine, stupid octopus.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Ma. Stupid octopus. Yeah. I think that'd be great.
I think so too.
I think that the Japanese version should be a lot of fun. And it's actually written, by the way. It's actually done. It's been done and written for a long time. However, my Japanese is lacking because I haven't spent much time speaking Japanese in years. So I'm counting on Amory to help me out there. And so far, she hasn't sung her part. So yeah, I haven't sung my part yet either. And I asked her to help me out, and she said, yeah, I can do that. And she's going to help by kind of giving me examples of my stuff so I can make sure I'm on point. Because, like I said, it's been a long while.
Oh, well, you used to do that pretty religiously too. Like you used to take, was that speaking Japanese or was it writing it? Speaking?
Yeah, it was speaking. Well, no, I did both. I was speaking and writing.
Okay.
But 2 different things at 2 different times. I never did them both together, really. But
okay.
Yeah. No, writing is a lot of fun when you get to kanji because there's just everything's a story, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. But excellent. Yeah, so someday that will come out.
It will. I'm gonna insert myself in that project.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, hey guys, how's it going? And I'm gonna call like all the time. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? Did you do it?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Did you do that thing?
Did you do the thing?
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be really cool when it's done. I cannot wait. That and Criminal Idol season 2. That's gonna be awesome when it's done. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, what did we? Huh?
What?
Oh, you posted an idea for this in the forums and we didn't answer it last time. Oh no! I didn't even look at the forums.
What was it?
We got a free for all topic. Jesse apparently told us last week, and we did not pay attention to Jesse because as it's called why? Like, why listen to Jesse? He counts us down with potatoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Potato, palm tree, unicorn. Okay.
Okay, does that mean we're live? Yeah, of course. Wait, duh. Welcome to Don't Worry Wednesday, guys. That's kind of how it goes sometimes.
Okay, so it reads like this, actually. Princess just posted a link. Thanks, Princess, for those who may want to read along. Yes, absolutely. And she needs to like join us so she can read it. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was
she
gonna
might
be
have
like, ding
written
dong.
it, but there's no way she knows what she said. She has to read it.
So, okay. So instead of like going through all the craziness, I'll just read it. I'm saying it on here because Ryan wouldn't answer me on the live stream.
Oh.
Are Cole and Detective related? They look so much
Oh, I
alike.
thought we approached
Yeah,
Same
we
that.
did
blonde
actually
hair,
talk about
same
that.
green eyes. What's their relationship? Yeah, I think there's no straight answer for Ash.
Here's the thing. They have different eyes. Their eyes aren't the same color green, but they both do have eyes which have some green in them. Blue and green. But Detective's eyes are, well, I guess you could just look at pictures of them. Detective's eyes are more green than Cole's. Cole's are more blue. But I said pretty sure that's how it goes.
But
But
are they
anyways,
related though?
yeah, are they related? And the answer is a very much likely no. It's a possibility, but like I said, like they said, it's not something I can answer exactly. But as far as anybody knows, they're not related. They just happen to both have long blonde hair, which is a weird thing to have.
Not really. I
Yeah,
know lots
I
of
know a
people
guy.
with long blonde hair.
Yeah,
I know more girls with long blonde hair than guys with long blonde hair.
that's true. That's yes.
Mhm.
But there we go. Okay, so now we've answered some secret questions. I was wondering the same thing. Are they related? They sure do look
Yeah,
alike, except one
they
wears
sure do.
glasses and one doesn't.
Yep, and one wears a detective suit and things. One is a little bit younger.
That's just clothing.
Cole just
Clothing
wants.
is part of the character. Duh.
Right, but that's not part of your who you're related to.
Yeah, it's your flesh, man. You know, if you're a dad, you're gonna wear the same kind of clothing as your son.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I wear the same kind of clothing as my kids.
Yeah, well, see,
T-shirts and pajama pants and stuff. Like
you're not real.
I'm not real.
Yep, that's
Darn
my
it.
conclusion. It's
Oh
obvious.
my gosh. I'm so glad you told me this. Now I can like disappear and be okay with it. Poof.
Joe, where'd you go?
That's a great shirt, though. That is a wonderful shirt.
It is a cool shirt,
Mhm.
but I'm disappearing.
How are you doing? How are you lifting up the universe? You're sending ripples through the skies of a fantasy world. Whoa. Whoa.
Hair in the fabric of the universe.
Yeah, Joe, stop it. Stop being so unreal. DD is all alone. Yeah, DD was the new host on your side. He was
Mhm.
taking over for you.
He'd probably be much more articulate and smarter.
I like that you're just still in the plastic, Jeff. You're
Mhm.
just like shove up the camera, but it's in plastic. It's great.
There's the green of the eyes.
Which is different than Cole's green.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice. Way to go. You know, if you do that too much, his head turns into like a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't
be
you learn
careful.
that? If you shake detective enough, his head kind of goes.
Well, the
That's
other
right.
part, without going too deeply, the other part is we are having a cleanup and then a construction to follow in my house. And rather than to unnecessarily expose DD to that, I'm just keeping it in its original packaging and letting it live in the box as often as possible. So, and then once the
Jeff.
construction's all done, my
Ah,
future, I can have a nice pristine studio, and I'll probably take it out at that point.
that makes sense.
I got $1 that says you leave it in the plastic.
$1.
Yeah. Or
High
Because
stakes.
you're like a collector type guy.
That's
I'll
true.
get a hold of the shipping department and get a second one that'll
That you could take out of the yes. Nice.
this one in the plastic.
Nice.
I have the original box.
I could totally believe you doing that actually. Oh my gosh, you have the original box.
I could shrink wrap your box for you.
Could you? That would what? Oh my gosh, that's great. You can, when you send out all the boxes, you know, and you take them in, and you got box written on them, and one of them's shrink wrapped. It's gonna be
Inktober.
Oh yes, Inktober is ending tomorrow. We got to make this announcement before we
Yep.
forget. On at bss.studio in the store, the book is 20% off until the end of tomorrow. Yes, that book. Many of you already have it, I'm sure. Many of you are talking about the fact that you have your boxes, which
Yep.
probably means there was a book in there. Oh, Ash entered a drawing.
Oh, nice.
There's a drawing? I didn't even know about that. Oh, Sophia just got the plush. Hey.
I have a reflection if it's not like I like you on the Criminal Idol book. That's impressive. That is like in static perception.
That's great.
What I was going for.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hey, if you're planning on getting the book, it is 20% off for the next 2 days. So, just
Nice.
so you know. And free shipping in the United States, $10 shipping international.
Ash, I like your profile picture on the forums. That's great. So, yeah, did we have anything we wanted to debate this time?
Cute costumes versus scary costumes. Everybody
Oh,
said
okay.
cute.
Cute and
Everyone
scary.
said
And I
cute.
threw like
Straight up.
box in there.
Box was the
I shared a spreadsheet with everybody. The debatable things that I thought.
Oh, that's right. I didn't open that spreadsheet yet.
There's only like 77 of them on there.
Whoa.
That's debatable.
So here we go.
Debatable.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. Since we're in the fall and we are, we only got a few minutes left.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sophia says one. Sophia's got a good one. Best musical instrument.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Okay, we have to simple this down because there's too many answers for this.
Cowbell.
Cowbell. It does. It could use some more cowbell.
It could use some more.
The world could use some more cowbell. I mean, it's pretty true.
That's
Well
great.
played. Well played.
Cowbell and or the flute. Being a percussionist, obviously drums are like one of my favorites.
Piano is a percussion instrument.
It is.
But while piano is definitely my favorite to play, I can't say it's my favorite instrument. I have a lot of favorite instruments, and I think it kind of ranges. If we're talking brass, French horn. I love the French horn. It adds so much emotion, and it's this undertone. It's just, I love the French horn. But at the same time, I love the pop, like big band sound that you get from trumpets, the fanfares, those are great. When it comes to stringed instruments, the erhu or the erhu is a Chinese instrument, and it's a single string. It's a single string instrument where the bow is actually made inside the string. So, like you have a violin with a bow and, so you hold a violin, right? And you play the string on the bows. You set the bow on the strings and you play. The bow is kind of woven inside the string and you pull outwards to play it.
Whoa.
And you don't hold it like this. Instead, you hold it like this, it goes straight down, and then you finger with your left hand and you bow with your right, or the other way around, depending on your handedness. And its resonator is made from snakeskin. But Aho is my favorite. So you can hear that in "It's Not Like I Like You" and a couple of my other songs. It's the Aho. But then I also really like the viola.
Mm-hmm.
The viola is a very rich sounding, beautiful bodied instrument.
The Creative Soul Music School says the top 10 most popular are number 10, harp, number 9, trumpet, number 8, clarinet, number 7, cello, number 6, flute, number 5, saxophone, number 4, drums, 3, violin, 2, guitar, and number 1, piano.
And I'm sorry, I missed it. What was the contest?
It's a Creative Soul Music School was tracking the top 10 most popular instruments. Not necessarily best, popular. But most popular instrument.
Yeah, there could be many arguments. I mean, the guitar is a fantastic instrument, right? You can do so much on it. You can do so much with the piano as well. Many different styles. And yeah, I think that it's hard to say which is best. There are just a lot of really good ones.
You tried learning to play a message to pop culture on a ukulele.
Nice.
Ooh,
nice.
Nice.
Oh, that would sound so cool. That's it. That, you know what? That's that song has a lot of changes in it, and it's not very consistent with itself. It's not like the same 4 chords over and over again.
Yeah.
So, and I don't even know. I mean, I could play it for you, but I don't know what chords. Like, I don't remember. You know, if I had to remember like what the names of the chords were, I wouldn't. I'd have to like play it and look at them and like then tell you. But
here's a question. CDVNL. Will a message to pop culture appear as an instrumental on Instrumentimals?
I believe so. I believe the instrumental version of Message Pop Culture will appear. And it might be a little bit remixed. But yeah, I think I think it's gonna do it because that is one. I mean, Steve played all the guitar solos and everything, so so that's one we did collaborate on. We worked on together. Also, Grow, the instrumental version of Grow, will end up on that album, I'm sure. So yes, and Ash, I really enjoyed your drawing of Nori. I put a link to it in the chat there.
So did you?
Yes.
Where'd you put the link? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, it's for the.
I gotta check it out because I was like, I saw the comment, but I was like, I gotta find this. What she was talking about. That's awesome. I actually really like that. That's really cool. I really like how you did the whole paper up with the shading. That's cool.
Oh, very cool.
That probably took a lot of work, time, as well.
Like, we're gonna like bomb it.
That's cool. That's cool. And you got the little birthmark on him as well. Nice.
Excellent.
Yep. You know, honestly, one of my favorite instruments to listen to is the bassoon.
Oh yeah, I love the bassoon. It's such an interesting sound. But that deep oboe, right? It's great.
Yep, the oboe and the bassoon, both of which are very, very difficult to play well. So when you come across a really good oboist or really good bassoonist, they have really, really worked hard to get there.
I can believe that.
Yeah, that's
because how do you get a good sound out of a duck, right? And it's amazing what they can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they usually, most of the people, like when you get to that high level, one of the things I've noticed is they generally tend to make their own reeds.
Oh.
Because it's a double reeded instrument, right?
Yeah.
And so they don't ever buy reeds.
They make their own.
They just buy the stuff it takes to make them, and they make their own. Like they put them together and tie them together and do all that kind of stuff. And it's like,
Wow. That's
Yeah.
dedication. That's awesome, though.
it is. It's crazy.
When I
Yeah.
hear oboe, I just think Final Fantasy VII. That was a game that featured the oboe for kind of a thematic instrument that would play throughout or in different parts of pieces. It really stood out to me, and I just every time I think of the oboe, I just think of Final Fantasy VII, which has which revolutionized almost, not really revolutionized, but it made a huge impact on the gaming world. Just anybody who's played it knows
huge.
why.
That was huge. The music in that game was
Yeah,
like monumentally influential.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that's 23 years since that came. Wow, time flies.
3?
Since
Man,
regular
that's
Final from the original Final
97.
Fantasy.
1997. Wow.
From the first Final Fantasy. I played all of them. They're great. Well, I didn't play. I played 1 through what? I played 1 through 6, 7. Yeah, I played 1 through 7, and I saw 8, 9, and 10, and I didn't play anymore after that. Yeah.
Yeah, what
But
is it up to
yeah.
now? 46?
I'm not sure. I mean, they did
15?
a remake of.
I think 15.
Final Fantasy VII remake came out this year, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I
had
don't
a
know.
ton of hype. Yeah.
I haven't looked it up or be aware.
Final Fantasy 15 is the most recent.
15.
Black
Okay, I
Desert.
thought so. 15.
Nice. Well, now
Nice.
that we answered that question, we're all good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep. So, and that's probably going to about wrap it up for this show. Boy, we sure do appreciate you guys being here. But this show we only are on for about an hour.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yep.
Just
Pear.
like to have a lot of
Thanks,
fun. You
Ash.
guys- yeah.
Black Eye. Sophia.
Yep. And welcome back, Pear. Right for the end.
Yeah.
So you hear this morning. Oh, by the way, I saw some of your videos on YouTube, Pear, and I really, really enjoyed your ukulele covers. So, yes. So keep
I have to look
doing
it up.
it. Keep doing
Nice.
it. So.
And drop over to
No.
bss.studio. It's got a new kind of entrance
Don't
point.
watch my videos.
Don't. I put them on YouTube for you to not watch them. And what are you doing now?
I know. You know what? Here's the thing. And I had to go through this with Jono too, because he's singing for this song, and you know we're talking about voices and everything, and you know he's like, man, anytime I hear my voice go out of tune and stuff, like I just can't stand it. I'm like, man, if you ever figure out how to like the sound of your own voice, you let me know, because that will be an amazing thing. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think it's good or not. If you're doing it, you're going to get better. And if you keep doing it, it's going to get better and better and more easy, and you're just going to improve, and it's going to be great. But consistency is the mother of skill.
Yeah.
So
I
as
was a
long as you
reader.
keep at it, you can get really, really, really good.
Yeah, I was a reader, but then one of my brothers said, "Hey, you know, I understand that you're interested in radio. Why don't you read out loud?" So I would read out loud, and it practiced and practiced and practiced. And then I put in the 800 hours in college radio, and then I jumped into traditional commercial public radio and hit the ground running from there. So, and then it was news every day, news, sports, weather, and it just developed. So,
yeah, and you do have a really good voice for
you.
doing things like that, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So
thank
anyway,
you, community.
thanks for
Happy
being
Halloween.
Here. Yeah.
Happy
Halloween, guys. Oh. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Let's try this. Go there.